Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have a OnePlus 7 Pro with a broken camera. This is actually a device with a motorized camera, so the selfie is pretty bad on this one. So as you can see, the smartphone has been dropped on the back. So fortunately, it's not damaged on the front display. So we're just gonna replace or fix the front camera this time. But first, we're gonna remove this back cover since it's the ways to get access to the internal components of this OnePlus 7 Pro. The glue are very strong on this one, so this has not been opened before. You can see that there's still the stock glue that's black, and then the tapes that's covering the connector to the fingerprint scanner at the back is still intact. We're gonna cut this adhesive off, and then we're gonna unscrew the cover for the main board. There's a lot of screws, so we're gonna speed this thing up. So this OnePlus 7 Pro, as what I've said, has a motorized front camera, so it pops in and out on top of the chassis or the frame. So it's got a lot of chances to be damaged by dust or water, or if you dropped it with the front camera deployed, it can be bent or even cracked once you drop it on that specific component. So now we're going to remove all the connectors for the battery and the display, and here we have covers for the camera itself. And now we're going to detach the main board because we're going to try to diagnose and isolate the problem. You can see that this is the flex cable for the main camera itself. And beside that, on the right side, is the motor that makes it pop in and out of the chassis. It's held on by this latch with two screws. So we can just remove this motor, which is holding it in place when it's not deployed. I'm gonna try to remove that. And here is the front camera. It's got a rubber gasket that's red in color to avoid water damage and dust to enter the main components and the main board. I'm going to try to reinstall it, have it cleaned. Same camera, same motor, same chassis, and the same motherboard. So it's just going to be us reassembling this back just so we can turn this phone on and open up the camera app and see if it works. Maybe it's just gunk, or maybe it's water damaged. We'll see. We're gonna turn on this OnePlus 7 Pro. It's now turning on. We can now go in, open the camera app. Still black, and the camera may be damaged. Of course, they want you to contact the customer support. We can't do that because we're the customer support at this time. We're going to try to open another OnePlus 7 Pro we have in the shop. I'm going to remove the main board on this one too. We're going to remove the main board from our damaged smartphone unit. And then we'll swap boards, see if it's just a board problem. So we have the same camera, same motor, but a different board. So once we turn this on, it's gonna have a different splash screen or boot up sequence or a different wallpaper. It's turning on. The board is good. I'm gonna try to open the camera, and it seems to have the same problem. It just crashes, turns black, and then closes up the app. We're gonna do a approach it. We're gonna go to the gallery, because in the gallery you can access the camera app, take photos, and the same. So the camera is still not working even with a new board. So we're gonna try to get the motor and the camera from our shop phone, this OnePlus 7 Pro that we have in the shop. We're gonna try to shut down our damaged phone. This is the test for our donor smartphone. You see that the camera can smoothly go in and out of the frame. So we have isolated the problem. So based on that, we have found out that the main damaged part is the camera itself. So we're gonna swap it out. We have our donor smartphone, and then install it here, the client's broken smartphone. So we have the same motor, the same chassis, and the board from the broken smartphone, but with a different camera module. So we're gonna try this one and try to turn this on. So there's a lot of swapping of parts on this one just to troubleshoot the problem, because we have no way of knowing if it's just the camera or the motor if we don't have a working one. So this one is good, the back. Let's see if the front camera is working. Yes, it does. That's David. Say hi, David. And that's it. We have fixed the problem. The display is working as usual. So the broken part is, you can see on the left side, it's lying down. So we have to source one for our shop phone. But this is gonna be a tricky part to source if you want to do DIY your own repair. It's kind of complicated actually. You really can't tell if it's just the camera or the motor if you don't have a reference point or reference unit. So David here successfully fixed this OnePlus 7 Pro, and we're gonna fully reassemble the whole thing, put back the stock back cover, the back glass, install the fingerprint scanner, put back the tape, the latch, and then close up the phone. As you can see there, the SIM card tray is still dangling open. That's no problem. You can see that it's got now a different color than the chassis, which is not really a problem. It's just a static problem. So this is good. We have fixed this OnePlus 7 Pro camera. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. And as always, thank you for joining us. From David and I, cheers!
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.